Let's jump right in. Number 8, the falling dream. We've all dealt with that free, built-in biological alarm clock at some point. You're drifting off when you suddenly feel like you've missed a step. Your body jerks and your heart starts racing. Congrats, you've just experienced one of the most common dreams on the planet. Psychologically, falling dreams are usually tied to feeling out of control or insecure in your waking life. Maybe you're stressed about work, money, or a relationship that feels like it's spiraling. Your brain takes that abstract anxiety and turns it into a low-budget action movie, and you're the lead actor taking a dive without a parachute. The scientific explanation, however, is a lot less dramatic. This sleep start phenomenon is officially called a hypnic jerk. It's just an involuntary muscle twitch as your body transitions from being awake to falling asleep. Sometimes your brain glitches and mistakes your muscles relaxing for a sign that you're actually falling. It sends an emergency signal to your muscles to wake up, and suddenly you're wide awake. Basically, your internal operating system just lagged for a millisecond while booting up sleep mode. It's really no big deal, except for the fact that your heart is now beating out of your chest. Number 7, the chase dream. Apparently, you're super famous in dreamland because someone's always chasing you down. But this fan could be a faceless monster, a creepy stranger, or even your boss holding a mountain of deadlines. Whatever the scenario, it's always the same feeling: panic, racing heart, and pure helplessness. This is the classic dream about avoidance. Your brain is being pretty blunt, telling you there's a real-life issue or responsibility you're running away from. The person chasing you is just an embodiment of what you're dodging: an unresolved argument, unpaid bills, or a big decision you keep putting off. That feeling of running through mud just adds to the helplessness, perfectly matching how you feel about the situation in real life. It's a wake-up call from your subconscious, a nudge to face whatever you're ignoring. So next time you have a chase dream, try to be brave and turn around to see who it is. They might just want to ask if you replied to that email, or maybe they just want to eat you. It's a 50-50 shot. Number 6, dreaming about losing your teeth. Nothing induces pure panic quite like the feeling of your teeth suddenly getting loose. And then, one by one, they start falling out into your hand like pebbles. There's no pain, but the creepy, hollow feeling of loss is incredibly real. You wake up, tongue frantically checking your teeth, and breathe a sigh of relief when they're all still there. This is one of the most symbolic dreams you can have. Teeth represent strength, confidence, power, and how you communicate. So dreaming about losing them usually reflects deep anxieties in your life. It could mean you're feeling helpless or out of control in some situation. Maybe you're worried about how you look or scared of being judged. Sometimes it's related to trouble expressing yourself. You feel like you have no voice or that what you say doesn't matter. Basically, your brain uses one of your most valuable assets to illustrate how vulnerable and lost you feel. It's like having a big presentation coming up, and your brain decides to illustrate that fear of failure by having all your teeth fall out at once. Don't worry, it's not some weird omen that you're about to win the lottery. It's just your brain's way of screaming, chill out and lower your stress, using the scariest imagery possible. Number 5, being naked in public. Imagine having a totally normal day at school or work where everything is going fine. Suddenly, you look down and realize you forgot one tiny detail: your entire outfit. Yep, you're standing there completely naked, and it feels like everyone is staring at you. This dream has absolutely nothing to do with being an exhibitionist. It's a common metaphor for feeling vulnerable, being afraid of judgment, or worrying that a secret is about to come out. These dreams usually happen at work or school, because those are the places where we feel the most pressure to perform. If you're stressed about a meeting or guilty about a lie, your brain takes that feeling of being exposed and makes it literal. It's your brain's way of visualizing the fear of being found out. Luckily, it's the only dream where you can fix the problem the second you wake up just by checking your pajamas. Number 4, the test nightmare. There's one nightmare that seems to have no expiration date. It can haunt you even 20 years after graduation. I'm talking about the classic test dream. You're suddenly sitting in an exam for a class you never signed up for, or You realize you missed the whole semester and it's finals day. The panic and helplessness feel totally real. This dream is rarely about you actually forgetting the material. It's really about fear of failure, meeting expectations, and being judged. School is the first place we face intense performance pressure. So your brain keeps going back there to mirror those same anxieties in your current life. That test might actually be a huge project at work, a job interview, or any situation where you feel your competence is on the line. Dreaming that you're lost or late for the exam just means you're worried about missing out on a real-life opportunity. Basically, whenever your boss gives you a tough task, your brain pulls out an old physics test to remind you what stress feels like. Talk about a super productive study method. Number 3, the paralyzed dream. There's a threat right in front of you, and your gut is screaming at you to run or yell, but your body just won't listen. Your feet feel glued to the floor, your arms are like lead, and your scream is just a weak whisper that won't come out. It's hands down one of the most terrifying, helpless feelings in dreamland. Luckily, science is here to explain why this happens. It's actually a real thing called sleep paralysis, or REM atonia. During your REM sleep cycle, your brain essentially locks up your major muscles. Why? So you don't actually start running around your room or punching walls while you're dreaming of being a fighter. It's actually a really smart safety feature. Sometimes, though, part of your brain wakes up while your body stays in lockdown mode. That leads to a total horror movie experience, where you're fully paralyzed while sensing danger. So try to thank your brain for that. It's just playing responsible babysitter, making sure you don't wreck the house during an action-packed dream. Number 2, the flying dream. After all those stressful nightmares, your brain finally gives you a gift that would cost a fortune in real life. You get the ability to fly. You float off the ground, glide over rooftops, and feel the wind with a sense of pure freedom. It's no surprise that flying dreams almost always mean something positive. They usually reflect a sense of freedom and escaping all your daily pressures. Maybe you just crushed a huge project, beat a challenge, or you're just feeling great. These dreams mean you're gaining a new perspective, rising above problems, and feeling in control of your own life. They're also one of the easiest dreams to turn into a lucid dream, where you realize you're actually dreaming. Once you're lucid, you can take total control, maybe fly around a tower or head straight for the moon. Basically, your brain is treating you to a free, literal flight mode after a long, exhausting week. Number 1, dreaming about your ex. You're just minding your own business. Then an uninvited guest from your past shows up in your dreams, your ex. Whether you're taken or happily single, waking up to that dream leaves you feeling confused, nostalgic, and wondering why on earth they showed up. Just remember, dreaming about an ex rarely means you actually want to get back together. Your brain is just using them as a symbol to help you process what's happening right now. Maybe something in your current life is bringing up the same old feelings, good or bad, that you had back then. You might be facing a similar choice or falling into an old trap again. Sometimes your ex in a dream just represents a part of yourself that you're missing or need to move on from. So please don't text them at 3 a.m. Your brain is just doing a little spring cleaning on your memories and emotions. Your ex is basically just an old file that needed to be scanned. Just leave it in this scene folder and go back to sleep. And that's all the random wisdom my brain could squeeze out for today. There's plenty more coming, so hit subscribe so you don't miss out. See ya!